Hey guys, I'm Nate and welcome to my first and brand new channel, Nate's Gaming. So today's just going to be a short little intro video basically explaining what I hope to do here and what kind of content you can expect to see from me. So as many of you may have guessed from the second part of my channel name here, Gaming, you will be seeing gameplay and game review footage. So gameplay could just be funny little gameplay that I've discovered while I was playing. Cool gameplay I want to share with you, or just regular old game footage that I want to share. Game reviews will be both old games and new games, so any games that come out in the near future. Old games, I will be going back, honestly, to the GameCube era of games, for any of you that know what that is. One of the games that I do 100% want to highlight from the GameCube era is Super Mario Sunshine. That is one of the first games I've ever played, and kind of how I got into gaming was based with Super Mario and Pokemon. Those are my two big things, and Legend of Zelda. So three. Those are my three big things. So that's kind of where I want to stick to. That's what I know. That's what I love. That's what really got me into gaming. So Nintendo's going to be where it's at for me. At least right now, I will explore the avenues of Xbox and PlayStation later on down the line. But right now, it's primarily going to be Nintendo content and mainly Nintendo Switch content. So if you do want to get a little bit more than just the YouTube videos, I do have an Instagram and Twitter account. Same handle, Nate's Gaming. I'll put them in the description down below. If you do want to follow, by all means, go ahead. I will be posting different content on all of the platforms. As well, I did want to mention I am streaming on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30 p.m. Right now, I'm just getting ready for the launch of the first ever Pokemon DLC, the Isle of Armor. So with that, I will basically explain a little bit. So this is the first ever Pokemon DLC that we've seen in any game or any Pokemon game. As well, it is basically the DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield. So for any of you that do not know, Pokemon Sword and Shield, in my opinion, one of my favorite Pokemon games, and I've pretty much played all of them. I was a big fan of Pokemon Sword and Shield. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me and say they liked other games on the DS systems better, but Sword and Shield was a really good game for me. They did take out a lot of Pokemon that I wish would have been in the main game, but I'm hoping to see them in the DLC, whether it's the Isle of Armor that's coming out on the 17th of June, or it's the Crown Tundra that comes out in the fall. I guess we'll wait and see. We never really know what's going to happen with Game Freak and Nintendo. So basically, I'm going to dive into what I expect to see and kind of what I'm excited about the Isle of Armor. So the Isle of Armor features a brand new island that we can go to and explore. They are bringing back a lot of the old favorites for Pokemon that you will see. I know we're going to get the Polys, so Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, and Politoed. They are bringing back a lot of other games as well. If you do want to see the current list of what is 100% going to be in the Isle of Armor, check out Cerebi.net. I'll put the link in the description below if you did want to check that out as well. If I do get any more information about what's going to be in the game, I will make a YouTube video again and let you guys know. But as of right now, the list is kind of short, so we'll see where that goes. I know we will be getting new regional forms, so new Galarian forms of Pokemon. We have seen some in the main game, so Galarian Meow, Galarian Ponyta, Galarian Corsola. So that's kind of fun and cool, but I know we will be seeing more as well, particularly Galarian Slowbro, so the evolution of Slowpoke. We have seen the release and what he's going to look like. It's in the beginning of the Pokemon trailer for the Isle of Armor. He does look a lot different from the original Slowbro. So instead of the shell being on his tail, it's actually on his arm, and he has a brand new ability called Quick Draw. So we'll see what that has to offer. We don't know too much about that right now. As well, they have made a couple of changes to the original legendary birds, so Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. They completely revamped them and they look completely different. I'm excited to see where that brings us with that. As well, we do have a brand new Pokemon, Cubfu. So he's basically the star along with you in the Isle of Armor. We don't know what it's going to look like, whether you can bring all your Pokemon from the main Sword and Shield game over, or if you're going to have to start fresh, and then eventually once you beat the storyline of the game, then you can bring all your other Pokemon over. We don't know what that's going to look like yet. Personally, I kind of hope they don't let us bring all of our Pokemon over to begin with, and they let us kind of start fresh again, because this will give us the chance to experience all of the old Pokemon again and really hone in and figure out where we want to go and how we want to play this DLC. I do also want to mention with Kubfu, there are also 2 evolutionary forms you can get. They are both Urshifu. The only difference is the typing. So you can either get a Dark and Fighting type or a Water and Fighting type. So how that's going to work is in the Isle of Armor, there are 2 towers known as the Tower of Darkness and the Tower of Waters. So in order to evolve your Kubfu into Urshifu, you're going to have to go to either tower. It is basically a multi-floored system from what we know, and basically from what I assume at the end of the tower, whichever one you complete, your Kubfu will evolve into the respecting Urshifu. So whether it be dark or water type. As well, we will see a lot of, as I said, new Pokemon. I'm excited to kind of see what we see. I will be streaming it live on my Twitch at 12 a.m., so 12 midnight on the release date, so June 17th. If you did want to join me, feel free to do so. I know 12 is a little early for some people. I'm going to be playing as much as I can an all-nighter and staying up for a couple hours and trying to beat the story with everybody on Twitch. If you did want to join in, feel free, go ahead. As well, you can also catch the recorded live stream on my Twitch. You can always watch it later when you wake up at a normal time. So feel free to do so either way. And feel free to follow me for more content.